Hey and welcome to this video. My name is Nina and in today's video we are going to be starting our new island and I am insanely excited about this one. I have been teasing it, I have been talking about it, I have been dreaming about it. I have been so excited about starting this island and I can't believe it's finally here. So let's just hop right into it and I will talk a little bit more about what we're going to be doing while I'm actually doing it. So I'm actually starting off with doing the usual. So we are just digging up some holes to plan where the trees are going, and later I will also be terraforming a little lake. So while I'm doing that, I will explain a little bit more about the theme and the inspiration behind this island. So this is the third iteration of drops, and this island's theme is very hard to explain. So I have been loving The Last of Us 2 recently, or like for a while now. I have been watching playthroughs of it so many times. I have rewatched some playthroughs of it. It's insane because I love the game graphics basically, and I will pop a few pictures up on the screen right now. But it's basically going to be an overgrown, abandoned village that has like elements of forest or elements of city as well, and then we will also have some more rural areas probably. So I am very excited. This is a very weird mix, but yeah.
Also, hi, editing Nina here. I completely forgot to mention that this island is also heavily inspired by cheesecake_2112 on Instagram and also Boys Crossing over on Instagram. I will leave their links down below so you can check them out and see whether I fail miserably at living up to their level of skills or not. So it will be exciting for all of us. But back to the video now. Enjoy.
I have been thinking about whether I would want to go to fall with it and go into a more yellow direction with it, or more into a like green brownish version that's kind of like dead and abandoned looking. And I have also asked on the Discord, and I kind of think we did decide that the fall weeds are better, but this green grayish brown type of grass is more unique, so I thought it would be a better challenge and I decided to go with this one. So this island is basically just going to be very green and not as colorful as the last one, so I want to keep the color scheme very clean so that it really looks abandoned and not too like joyful kind of, but I still want to have many natural elements with it. So as you can see right here by the entrance, I am already incorporating like bamboo trees, which I have never done on an island that I have shared before, and I am loving the bamboo because I have been playing with it a lot on my second Switch as well, which is a sprinkle island, and I have been loving the green, and I just couldn't go to like orange fall now. I just wasn't vibing with it. Maybe it's because the first iteration of drops was also in like the more orange and warm fall. So I thought that this is actually on the 1st of March, and it's only the 1st of March that the color of the grass is like this brown and dead looking, and I love it so much. I have never seen anyone do anything with it before, I think. So I think it will be a nice challenge and a nice change. So yeah, so as you can see, I'm also playing a lot with this like road custom design, and all of the pathing that I will be doing that incorporates like road or like more of the stony looking gray designs will completely change by the final tour, because after I finished this build, or I thought I finished this build, I went back in and spent an entire day and the night before that day up until 5 a.m. because I am nocturnal apparently and designed my own road design because I couldn't find a custom code that was looking like a road and was actually working like a 9-tile path kind of, and also had some exchangeable middle pieces for variety. And most of the road codes that I found were like too clean and like not broken looking kind of. So I actually designed my own road code, and I'm not sure if I will upload it to the gallery. I have not yet because I think I want to keep adjusting and make changes to it. So I'm not sure if I will upload or when I will upload it, but I really love it. You can't see it now, but I love it. You will see by the end of the tour. I think it turned out okay for my like first actual the path design that I have done. You will also see a lot of Trashcore elements on this island, which I am very excited about. So we will have like some random items. For example, maybe we will try throwing a dish drying rack somewhere, or we will have a bunch of utility poles, which is like more city core. I don't know why I'm saying that with the Trashcore paragraph. I don't even have a script. What am I saying? Please help me. No, but yeah, there will be city elements, there will be trash elements. I'm still trying to accumulate enough trash and all the trash items and DIY so that we can also have some of those items scattered throughout the island. And I also want to have a bunch of cardboard boxes because I love how the cardboard, is it a cardboard box sofa or bed? I can't remember, but there's this very, very cool customization of it, which I have been dying to use for the longest time, and now I can finally use it. Yeah, so there will only be very few pops of color here and there, but I will try to keep this very, very cohesive because I have talked about this for the last island, that I have been craving to have a cohesive color scheme again and have like one set colorway that I have to stay in, or like want to stay in. And I'm loving all of the colors in here because it is very natural, because there's green and like the nature elements anyways, so it is just looking like all of the decor that I'm doing is kind of part of nature, which is exactly what we are trying to go for with this abandoned overgrown style island. And yeah, but I'm very excited to try this, and we will also probably be playing with a bunch of different simple panel builds on this island. So I think probably all of us have seen like abandoned factory builds or abandoned shops or cafes or anything like that. I think that would be very cool to try out and have like actual simple panel city elements. I have no idea how that will turn out because I am absolutely no pro with that. Also, I am actually going to be incorporating like the beginning of one tiny little simple panel house build type of situation in this build, but I will only be starting that in this video. And I also did some little tweaks on top of the roof of it off camera after I finished this build, so there is a little bit more to it than you will see here. But this, I had so much footage for this because I actually I'm dead serious. I had no idea what I was going to be doing for this entrance as I started it. So this all kind of came together as I went, and I have no idea how or why I chose to decorate it the way I did, but I really love how it turned out. And I would love to have like this very organic way of building, because I feel like that would fit this abandoned vibe, because then it might feel a little bit more random, which is exactly what we're going for. And I'm so excited for this whole random item thing and still making it look designed and intentional. Like, for example, what I said with the dish drying rack, like I want to incorporate items that I have never used before and will probably never use again. But yeah, I thought it would be fun because at this point we have all seen like cottage core islands, forest core islands, fairy core islands, and I love all of them and I will do many more of them. But I also want to try something new and use some items that I haven't before, because maybe that will also inspire me to use them on my fairy, cottage and forest core islands, you know? So I thought that would be a nice way to just take a little peek out of my comfort zone, you know? Not going fully out because it is still very natural, but there are city elements, and this simple panel build that I'm starting right now, I am loving. Actually, I did not think that I would. I did not think that I could actually make this work, but I really love how it turned out, and I will later probably just be adding on to that, and I will probably be creating some little city areas from time to time, and just as you walk through the island there will be some simple panel buildings, and then there will be straight nature, then there will be villager houses. I'm not sure. I'm just letting all of this come to me organically and naturally, and I have been loving it. So yeah, I can't wait to share with it, and I can't stop taking my hands off of this island because I'm so excited for this theme. Yeah, and I think also this whole organic thing is very good, especially since we started streaming now. Then we can also maybe do some more design streams, and if I am going with this whole organic building style kind of, I mean, I have never really planned out my island as much, but I think I always had like a rough structure in my mind, at least for the entrance. Like this is the first thing that you will see when you enter an island, or like not if you're entering a dream tour, but even for dream tours you usually start at the entrance. So I usually have those at least like roughly blueprinted in my mind. Yeah, but what I was going to say is that especially if we're starting to stream now, this will be a very nice addition that we can just do whatever we feel like, and we are not ruining any plans or island layouts or anything. We can just do whatever, wherever the wind blows us, you know? Yeah, and for this back part with the little simple panel build, I kind of just thought that this would be like an abandoned shop or something. So we have this rusted kind of metal looking thing, and I'm not sure what the history of this island will be. Like, I like to have a story for my islands usually. So for the fairy core one, I had this whole stepping through the fence of your backyard thing, and for drops I had this whole cozy vibe. The island is supposed to feel like a warm hug thing, and for this one I'm not sure. Maybe this will be, maybe we can come up with a story for this. So why this is abandoned now, or what happened here. Maybe there was an accident and the island was inaccessible for a couple of years or centuries or whatever. I don't know, but I just, that can come to us organically too, I guess. Yeah, and I'm not sure what this whole front part of the island is actually going to be, or what we will add on to it. I have been trying to figure out what to or how to connect it to resident services, but as of right now, I have no idea. And since we did not include any terraforming in terms of like cliffscaping apart from the simple panel build, that's also very new to me. So that's also making it a bit more difficult for me to imagine how we would connect all section of resident services. But at least resident services is a building, so it will be easier to fit into this island than my previous ones, because obviously we will incorporate some buildings. Yeah, and I am just loving how the green and all the brown tones flow together, and we can just use all the colors that would kind of appear in nature. So we have the brown tones that are in the trees and in the floor kind of as well. And then maybe we will later incorporate some blues as well, because I do still have, and that was actually a major factor for me deciding to go with this time of year or season type of thing instead of the fall as well, because I do still have all of my blue flowers and I love them, and I kind of don't want to get rid of them just yet, and I really want to have a clear color scheme though. So maybe we will actually have some cooler tones, because I said that I wanted to go with a cooler color palette for my last island, but then that whole thing just turned into a huge explosion of color, and maybe we can try it for this one. So I don't think there will be any yellow or warm colors. It will basically just be white, brown and green, and then maybe just some pops of blue, because we have that anyways in the sky, and we also see it in water and the water puddle that I will never delete from my design portal. Yeah, and I also, can we talk about how many possibilities? Oh, my dog is drinking. Not sure if you hear that, but if you do, I'm sorry. Little ASMR, I guess. Even though I will talk over it, because no one wants to hear that. But I love how many possibilities this whole more city vibe gives us with a custom design. So we can finally incorporate some plastic bags, because I have seen that on so many islands and I love that so much, but it never fit my theme because it just felt too modern kind of. And now for this one, it works, and I have found so many cool custom designs that I want to try out and use, and maybe even use to inspire me for using on some builds, or like even inspire entire builds, like builds entirely just based off of a custom design that maybe inspires a certain shop or anything like that. I can't think of another idea right now, but maybe that will come later. And yeah, so I was just, this whole thing, this is also why I'm not talking too much about what I'm doing, because you can obviously see it, but there was no rhyme or reason to what I did. I also want to incorporate some chopped trees and bamboo, like a bunch of it, but that was the only thing that I knew, and the color scheme and like the rough theme idea kind of, but the rest of it, I had no clue what I was doing. Even while I was doing it, I was kind of just throwing stuff together, looking what was working together. Yeah, this is also why you see me panning up my camera a lot, or walking around and checking out different angles on like certain elements, items or areas or whatever. So yeah, that's why I can't talk too much about what I'm doing, because I have no idea. I don't know what I did. Even afterwards, I have no idea what I did. But yeah, honestly, I just littered this in flowers. I don't know how I decorated before this, but I can't stop decorating with flowers. I feel like, or I'm kind of scared that this will be meadowcore or turn into a meadowcore island, because I feel like it's getting worse. I just keep adding more flowers, and I really had to kind of like stop myself from just littering everything in it, because I was like, yes, that's overgrown, but it felt a little bit too cute, and like, I don't know, it just wasn't, it just didn't feel as abandoned as I was wishing for it to be. And also, we can now finally include some of the oil barrels and like metal items and stone items, which I have never really used that much, except for like the castle build that I did on my last island. But I'm very excited to experiment with those as well, and like different fencing. And we can maybe even try the blue metal bridge and I'm not sure what they are called. Is it the blue iron staircase? And the blue iron bridge? I'm not sure, but you know which ones I mean. Maybe we can even try to experiment with those. And I loved using the stone bridges on my last island, so I am so excited to use them on this one. And that's also why I kind of decided to go with this cooler theme, because if I would have gone for like the full-on yellow, warm toned fall version of this island, or like this theme but just in the fall, I feel like it would have been more difficult for one, and then secondly, it would have also not really worked with the whole stone element thing that I wanted to try, because I'm not sure if the yellow and the browns that I wanted to incorporate would work as much with the stone items. Am I making sense to you? I'm not making sense to me either. Yeah, well, anyways, this build is almost done. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I really hope you enjoyed this island, and I really hope that you will love it as much as I am and will enjoy the process as much as I am. I'm very excited to try this, and I'm very excited for what's to come with this island. So many new possibilities, so many new ideas. I am stoked to share this and do this with you guys. So I'm going to log off now. So I'm going to leave you now with the montage of the finished product. If you enjoyed this video, I would very much appreciate it if you like and subscribe to my channel. I would love to have you here. And yeah, take care of yourself until next time, and bye-bye.